I sat down to work, and 30 years went by without my noticing it.
It's true, when I go into an editing room in the morning, my assistant has to remind me it's lunchtime. Or Steven has to come in and say, hey, Mike, why don't you stop for a while or something? Because time goes by like that. You're building a whole other world. You're building a whole construct.
There's a joy on one level in that it's very much like putting a puzzle together. I have thousands and thousands of pieces, and how do I tell the story? And this goes before that, no, that doesn't. Or actually, I only need half of that.
The job is not unlike the Talmudic scholar who goes and sits and argues about the book over and over again, always coming up with new answers that are just more subtly refined than the last answer.
To sit in a theater at a preview and to hear an audience laugh at that moment when you expect to laugh and it comes back at you, or to hear an audience shuffling and crying because it's so sad and you expect that moment to really happen that way, that's so marvelous. It tells you what power we have.
I believe in people's being able to learn, because otherwise, what's the point? We're all going to, be past one of these days, and how are we going to take this fantastic thing called film and motion pictures and storytelling unless we pass it on and teach people how to do it?
In the century since Edwin Porter introduced editing, editors have emerged from their dimly lit back rooms. Once anonymous men and women, they have gradually become principal collaborators in the filmmaking process. The best-kept secret in the movies, the editor, is finally out.
The Oscar goes to...
Thank you. Thank you so much. Stephen gave me my first editorial advice. I don't know if you remember this or not, Stephen, but Stephen produced I Want to Hold Your Hand, my first movie, so talked to him about a lot of things, but when it came to editing, he said, hey, Bob, real easy. When in doubt, cut it out. And I've been saying that in the editing room, as you guys know, for all these years. Stephen also was able to, when I was making that movie, Stephen just bought like his first mansion in Beverly Hills. And he said, hey, I got this great pool house. And you guys don't have to edit on the lot where there's no windows in the editing rooms. You guys can edit in this pool house. And we said, hey, that's great. So we went in the back of Stephen's house, and we were editing I Want to Hold Your Hand in the pool house, but the strange thing kept happening. We'd get there in the morning, and the editors would pull the reels off the racks, and all the sprockets would be torn up, and there'd be, like, ripped film. And, of course, you don't have to, think very far to figure out what was really happening. So I asked So I asked Stephen about it one day, and he said, well, you know, sometimes I can't sleep, and so I thought I'd go up to the pool house and run a few reels.
But what happens in any room? You sit around, you talk about girls, and you talk dirty, and you lie on the couch, and you enjoy yourself, and you eat chocolate bars. And like I said before, when somebody hears a director coming, you throw everything away, you stand up straight like you're working and you're doing everything. And that's what editors do.